for round 7 of this championship. And as you can see, alongside, well, you can't see, is our reactions will be commentating with me today.
Yeah, good afternoon, everybody. That was a lot calmer than you sounded 30 seconds ago, I will admit. Apologise for the delay. We're going to call it a delay, not anything else.
Nobody has
Definitely
to know
not.
why it was delayed. But yeah. We're here now. That's the main thing, that we're here now. And
we're here. Nobody set a lap time, but they're people near the end of their runs. It fully dry race as well, boring. Even clear as well. It's even clear. It's not even like cloud or anything. It's fully clear. So,
yeah,
what's Learbot? Learbot's been the quickest so far. 36.8 on the supers. So. Yeah.
Bit of stroke of luck, really, getting in just before everybody started setting in their lap. So, not bad.
Yeah,
didn't
good
miss
time
much.
to start the stream actually.
Didn't miss much at all. But now Burnout in the Mercedes. Burnout is representing Cyril for this race, which is obviously, I think it's a decision because Cyril Rosberg was lagging like an absolute jippo for the past races, so he's not here, and Ed will be this man. Obviously with better connection, I should hope that. I know that last week a lot of drivers were interrupted by Cyril Rosberg's issues with his internet, so hopefully we should have better racing this week as well. As Burnout goes to turn 2 quite nicely. It's a good run through there as we head into the sort of the S section, almost like Silverstone, but not like Silverstone. You can get a lot of understeer through here, you can get it completely wrong, but Burnout seems to have negotiated that quite well when it's set soft tyres. They're seemingly suffering with understeer as well, down the 3rd gear, trying to hug in, and it's got a decent run through there, a little bit over on the exit. Yeah, pretty solid lap, a decent banker, but not the best, and breaking the 100 metre board down to 2nd gear. Flips the apex nicely, a little bit of understeer once again, so seemingly probably taking too much speed into the corner. He would like to. CJ goes top on 36.7, so another banker set. As Burnout short shifts like to 4th gear and then 2nd gear. And again, understeering a little bit as well, so those soft tyres seemingly not giving him the grip that he would like. Gonna round up the lap with a double right-hander, which is you want to not put too much lock in because he just understeer off the track, and he's understeering a lot, but he keeps it on the track. And then bottom corner, easy one to cut this one, but he gets it quite well. And last corner now, let's see what's going to be. Set on 2nd gear, turns in a bit too early. And DRS activated now, and across the line he goes, and it's 5th, so he's 1.2 down. Wasn't the best lap from Burnout, but not a bad start to the session. More than 99 for the F1 League. Let's see how he's getting on. Is he actually on a fast lap?
No, he's not on a lap. No. I thought I'd leave you to your commentary for that lap. It was beautifully halfway disrupted, but King Liam's setting a lap on his softs anyway. I don't know if he's got a quali ban or if he's not, because who knows. He goes 9th anyway, not the best from him. Yeah, just one to clear up for anybody who was watching last week. He did actually get disqualified from my knowledge from the race, which is a shame, but forgot about quali bans carrying over and all that, so
yep.
Politics.
There's now moving on from that. Warden is now currently on his fast lap. Again, understeering a lot through
Arctic
the
Avenger's about to set a good one. He's come around the final corner on the soft tyre, and he's going to go P3 with that.
Pretty decent.
37.1. The times are quite slow.
They're on the soft,
these guys.
aren't
Yeah, the majority. There's been a few super soft runs. I'd definitely expect at least low 36s on softs. Maybe they're just getting their iron late in the session. Super softs are a viable choice as well for a race tyre, so
yeah. So now, Wooden's heading down into this tight left-hander now, and he's locking the front left a little bit, but he gets there pretty nicely, and he's shooting through the gears. He's going to round up this lap, seemingly much better than Burnouts as we saw earlier, so he's definitely going to be much more competitive on this lap. He enters the last sector. Right-hander once again. Let's see if he understeers off. No, he lifts off mid-corner. Yeah, he knew he didn't have the grip, did he? And then bottom corner now. Again, yeah, not the best through there. A bit hesitant almost. And then last corner now. They're actually at the fade right now. And across the line he goes. And it's going to be P6. So, no, not the best laps, but it's still a decent start to the session for him. Anyone else out there doing a fast lap?
Adam's
right
on a quick lap. He's on a lap which is about half a tenth off pole as it stands on the super soft tyre. About to come out the final corner, and where's he going to put him? He's going to put in around first, second, or third.
Third.
Oh, third. There you go. About a tenth off, so he lost a little bit in that last set. So the top three, all on the super soft tyres, out to venture the top soft one. Interestingly, with the fastest last sector and a traction-heavy sector, it's strange, but.
Yes, for our boys going out now, they've been pretty competitive in qualifying as of recent events, so Danny's out there on his set of super softs, so watch out for him.
Not a track you can really slipstream at though, so.
No one's really on laps, except for Brandy. I think he's going to start a lap now. We're going to watch him on board. The XRLB team as he heads down into turn 1. And his set of soft tyres. And first gear, second gear, it's shifting a lot. I actually hate short shift, it actually triggers me so much.
Oh, don't watch me later.
Oh, God. But he's negotiating this S section quite well, actually. But, oh, turning a little bit early there. Now
he. Cut.
I think it's a cut, but not as to validate his lap.
He's got away with it.
Yeah, definitely has. He's continuing on full speed.
Oh, that's an awkward time to watch a lap with him.
Yeah. As he breaks the 100-meter board, turns it in, and he gets that nose in quite well, but he had that downshift down to first gear there, so that's interesting. And maybe that's the way to do it, that corner. Maybe just Mario Kart through it, almost. Another thing that triggers me so much.
Don't be too triggered.
Oh,
Cat cheeses have got to fight the wheels somehow.
Yeah, well, we have. I don't.
Whatever's the quickest way of getting around the track without cutting it, I'll do it.
Yeah, definitely. And that's how fake it is.
Nice realism. Oh, Warden's retired with 6 minutes to go. Has he popped himself the lead? Well, he hasn't. He's P8, so I don't know if he's crashed anywhere. But Brandy's lap anyway. Forgotten about it. Probably being on board with him all the time, but.
Yeah, he's coming to across the line now. Let's see what's going to be. It's 9th, 8 tenths off. So close with the soft runners right now. They're really almost on the same sort of level, within sort of 5 tenths or so. So.
Warden's retired, and his car came into the pits, but there wasn't a car in the pits. So it was like a Red Bull, like the Red Bull mechanics are out and like wheeling the car with like the leaf blowers in the brakes. I know they're fans, but with no car there, that was actually quite interesting.
Right now, we're on board with Leo Bot, currently 300ths of a second off, and now a second off. Danny M7
Danny.
just destroyed the field, 35.7 on his set of super softs. We didn't see his lap, but I knew that was coming for a very long time. So SRL are on top in this session, as expected really, because they've been very good in qualifying as of recent events, as I said earlier. So you expect them to be right there fighting it. But Leobot's had a pretty decent first sector, decent run through there. In his Toro Rosso for AOR. Arctic Adventure clearly gets out of the way nicely for him. So he now wants a nice run through this corner here to set himself up for the straight. He used a lot of the decent job through there. Gets DRS down this straight and heads into the most complex part of the track, the slowest part of the track probably. You go down the second gear.
Burnout was on a good lap. Just thought I'd interrupt there. He just completely went off at the end of the long straight. On a good one. Carry on.
Leobot is just trying to short shift through this Toro Rosso's rear traction that it suffers from, but he's okay. A decent run through there as well once again. So it's been a pretty decent lap from Leobot, whether or not it's going to be able to be as quick as Danny M7. We'll have to see. Comes to the corner now, then the fourth gear, turning it in. And he's using all the track that he can without using the curbs, which is great. And now he comes across the line, and it's going to be P2, 7/10 off, so not really anywhere near Danny M7. So SRL looking very decent, or in a good position for pole position right now. Anyone else? Arctic Avenger is currently out on the track, and he's going to be going on to a lap as he takes a wide line and a wide entry to set himself up. Just give him a Lars in the manner. He's looking like he's starting a lap now, or yes, he is. He's starting a lap, so we're right on board with him. So super soft tyres, so he's currently 1.7 off pole. Goes into turn 1, locks that front left, but he gets his front nose in well. It's down sort of downhill and then uphill once again through these S's, which you have to make sure you get right, because it's almost like pivotal to your lap. And he's cut, I think he's backed out, so or maybe no, he's continuing.
We've just thought we've got the awkward feeling of being P18 and P20 in this field, so that's going to be awkward at the start with our AI cars. Nice game.
Yeah. Well, I'll just leave the session so I don't get involved. Well, my AI can get involved if it wants to. Rip.
Apparently I took out Leobot in Belgium, and obviously I left the session. You know, it's very unfortunate for him. He had minor front wing damage in Toro, so what I'm going to do is just stay in, but just pull off and retire. I won't see turn 1, but you can do that.
Yeah.
It's not critical for me. I don't want to get in anybody's way and ruin their race.
That's not the way the AI. I mean, surely, like, if you're not actually on the grid and in control of the car should ghost. Surely. But there you go. That's F. It does that when you leave the session,
doesn't it? He's not going to be able to get back out in time, is he?
No, he's not. I think Liam, your boy, is on a lap. He's on a decent one. Instead of super soft tyres. He's currently 2.6 off, so he's down 16. But he's struggling a lot with oh, he's giving up on this lap. He just said, you know what, I've had enough. So he's just done it.
Yeah.
Andre's on a lap though, isn't he?
That's not the quickest way to do it.
No, it's not. No. But Andre now.
Andre's just started a lap.
Yeah, he's on one now. Again for AOR. This is into the S's. I think this actually is probably the most difficult on this game. On this track anyway. It's the most difficult part of the track on this game. Normally it was quite easy on the previous games, but pretty difficult here.
Yeah, it's because the cars are they feel heavier now.
Yeah.
Less responsive, so... It was a dream on 2013.
Yeah, it was, yeah. I remember.
Oh, the good old days.
When there was no...
pads could race together.
We could combine, we could join up, join forces. Nope, not anymore.
Where first gearing wasn't considered Mario Kart or anything bad, it was a legitimate gear.
And no controversy.
And you could defend with curves. What times?
Yep. Happy days.
Right. Moving on, Andre's lap.
He's done a decent one so far. I mean, it's not much you can really say in qualifying. You can say, oh yeah, that corner's great. Oh yeah, that corner's great. When you do 1 or 2 laps of commentary over someone's lap, you just get bored. And you start talking about other things.
Yeah, he's 2 tenths up on his time roughly, so... You know, he's in line to put himself around P5, P4 if he's had a good last sector.
And it is P4, you're right.
He did have that good last sector.
Arctic Avenger for CRO, currently in P6 on another set of super soft tyres, and he's actually been able to make it. Or has he? He's slowed down a bit, so... No, he's not on that, he's just going full flat out down that straight, so he's obviously going to try and get it back. Or is it the end of the session, is it?
Yeah, it's the end of the session, it's ended now. The time has ended.
He's known that, and he's realised that he's made a massive mistake there. And bad timing for him, and that's put him down in 6th place. It's not a bad place to start. It's Burnout, I think, is on a lap right now for Zero, currently down in 14th position. Super soft tyres instead. and Deer was activated down this straight. Obviously earlier he mucked it up, as he said, so he needs to make sure this actually is a perfect lap. Down to second gear, turns it in well, as Danny goes for another fastest lap, a 35.595, so his pole is pretty much safe, I would say. And
you never know.
You never know. There might just be that one guy just lags. I remember
Jambo was P3.
I remember a Liga race around here where it only counted somebody's last sector. So yeah.
I've had the timing glitch before, back and forth, so you never know. If I do a 33 later, you know why.
Agostolani goes, and it's going to be P6, where he displaces his teammate, and he's in the top 6. So decent lap there from Burnout. And just a little bit on the bottom corner, so it could have been a better lap there. Not a bad one. James Casey, how's he doing for the F1 League in the Red Bull? Currently down in 15th place. He's hoping for an improvement here. He was driving quite well actually at last track, so at Belgium.
It's on for a very good improvement.
And it's 8th. And there you go.
8th, there you go.
That is your order. So Danny starts on pole position for SRL, so SRL put themselves in a very good position. Leobot in second place for AOR, CJ in third for STS, fourth for Xjambo for XRL, fifth for Andre for AOR, so both AOR drivers are in the top 5, sixth for Burnout, seventh for Adam 1509, eighth for James Casey, ninth for Arctic Avenger, 10th for Dutch Gamer Lars, 11th for Wooden 99, 12th for SF Brandy, 13th for Cornell Dragon, 14th for Pixel 15th for RC Fly 301, 16th for King Liam 25, and Gersten Singer 97 in 17th us as well. So let's lead session quickly. So hopefully don't cause disruption. But that was a pretty meh qualifying session. You know, you can't really say much about quali.
Was a bit quicker than everybody.
Yeah, he was in the league of his own.
It was interesting though, because there was 2 thousandths between second and third. So you know, that was very tight, and it's very tight across the entire field except from Danny. For the sake of the race win, it might, you know, if Danny gets a bad start and somebody pips ahead of him, then that'd be very interesting. But yeah, where was all rounder?
I don't know. I have no clue where he's gone. I mean, he might have had a quality ban, but just didn't choose to join the session. He had
a quali ban, didn't he?
Yeah.
Tight start the session. I even said it on stream, and I'm going to look like an idiot later. All right, well, your car is in P20 on the grid.
That's good. I'm out of the way. Well,
not really. No, you got all rounder behind you.
Oh no, rip all rounders race then.
All rounders on the medium tyres. I can tell you what tyres people are on. Although you could probably just go and
transition back now, I think. Dun, 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 dun.
I'll tell you now, I want to set of softs. There's a bit of argy-bargy going on between all-rounder and Surprise. That's going to be interesting to see them two come up through the field. You know, 2 drivers which, you know, serving quali bans, you'd expect to be right up there challenging for the wins and the podiums, and they're starting, 18th and 17th, something like that. Or 21st is all-rounder, that's the one, so that's going to be very interesting. I couldn't tell you what's been driving about, this is fantastic.
But yeah, I mean, this should be an interesting race now. I mean, there's no reason why we can't have a decent race here. Danny, look.
Don't know what the chances of a safety car are.
I think it's pretty high around this track. It's like a normal track, most tracks, but we didn't have many safety cars in the last
Strategy should
race.
be a 1-stop.
Yes.
As well, that's another one. Should be a 1-stop. You might see people go for an aggressive 2, like 2 supers and a soft, but 1's quicker and consistent. The tyre wear is very akin to, say, like Baku, where the super softs aren't too bad.
Yeah.
And you can get away with a 1-stop. The 2-stop's not that much slower, but a 1-stop's quicker. So
you obviously want to be doing that 1-stop, but obviously, just a reminder, this is actually just a pre-2010 system, so everyone from 8th upwards will get points, not 10th upwards. So it's a bit more of a fight really for points here, as we are heading up to line up for the grid. Hopefully I don't get put back in my car. I'm hoping not.
I will. Well, there's only 21 cars now on the grid. I'll tell you if you've turned to like Hulkenberg or something. No, it still says your Rapids F1.
Lol.
For now, anyway. You got Rex Knight 1 behind you. Oh, now you're 22nd. What?
Ready for the start. 5 red lights. And we are lights out and away we go for the start of this race. And everyone gets a pretty decent start. We head down it into turn 1 right now. And running on board with Burnout up the inside he goes. And Danny's actually been displaced with Leobot off the start. And Leobot is fighting with Danny now, wheel to wheel with both of them as they head. And look at that, Burnout is actually challenging for P3 here as well.
Oh,
as CJ goes around his outside, Leobot and
safety car
has been deployed.
I just remembered, that's probably by me retiring. So you're welcome, everybody. We now have a safety car, so I forgot about
Well.
Oh.
Well, it saves their tyres, I suppose. It definitely wants to race now.
I completely forgot this was a thing.
The fact that you voluntarily retire from a race and it causes a safety car, I don't actually understand. Like, if you actually crash your car, then legit, that's fine. And you expect a safety car if you crash your car from out of the race. But when you say you actually manually press retire on your controller to retire, and it deploys a safety car immediately, this game is just so unnecessary. It just is an unnecessary game, for being honest. Why?
I think people might hate me now in this race, or some people might like me actually. You never know.
But Leobot's now is still in second, and Burnout had a start of dreams into in P3, and he went up the inside very bravely, and he got into P3, so that's good for him. CJ in 4th place.
6th on the softs. It's the highest soft runner. Andre
is still P5 on his super soft tyres for AOR. Arctic Avenger in P6, so he's actually had a really good start, didn't he? He's down like 9th or something, and he managed to be in P6, so not far behind his own teammate. X-Jambo X in 7th, and then got James Casey in 8th. So that's top 8 currently who are going to score points in this race. You've got Warden 99 in P9, so the F1 league. And let's
two cars coming in the pits.
Yeah, I think that's a Williams whistle.
I think it is possible to bolt on a set of mediums and go to the end.
No, yeah, definitely, I think so.
Which, you wouldn't be the quickest person, but you're getting a free pit stop.
Yeah.
I completely forgot I'd bring out a safety car. This is fantastic.
Great banter. Alright now.
I don't know if anybody's welcome or not.
I don't think the viewers care.
Gemma's gonna a set of softs anyway, Burnout on a set of mediums, those are the only two people to pit.
Yeah. I mean, it is a good point about this league, about we run safety car and it causes so many issues. Because it's so, like, it gets deployed for the wrong reasons, for no reasons, really, sometimes for the most stupid reasons in the world. So,
XRL wanted it off, by the way, don't blame us.
Yeah, XRL is fine. I like XRL, they wanted it off. But obviously it does make the races more interesting, but it just causes more problems really than anything else. So, there you go.
We did get an hilariously dumb moment from me, so...
I don't know if it's in, because Danny's quite far away from the safety car, so I don't know if it's coming in. No, I don't think it can't be in that early. I think we're continuing on for another lap or at least.
I don't get this. Why does it need to be out so long? It's a car pulled out to the side of the track somewhere. Yeah, your car pulled off as well at the side of on the right side on the run to turn 1. So there's a laggy Ferrari up ahead.
I wasn't in control, so I'm wondering if you're in control and you legit retire, that causes a safety car. But if you're not in control... I think
so, yeah.
I don't know. This game is just so flawed in the safety car. You would have thought after like, they had it in the previous games before 2015. You would have thought, you know, it would have been fine.
Adam's got really laggy car.
Look at
This is
Adam
quite
Showman.
worrying.
Oh yeah,
He's-
oh yeah, I see
Yeah.
him. Thank you, Bunky. He's deployed the Sarah
Yeah, you
Rosberg
can
tactics.
see
Fine. Got good.
not a lot really. I don't know what you can see. Motion sickness. Probably getting motion sickness if you're on board with him.
I think we can say that ULC is actually the exposure of the lag of the worst internet. So today on today's episode of ULC, you can clearly see a wild Adam 1509 with his laggy car. He's very similar to Sarah Rosberg in that sense. Born from the same generation, I'd say, probably from the same person. He's revving out a lot. Car's quite red. Obviously, it is a Ferrari.
Oh.
Very,
I heard contact.
I did. I think this has probably hit his rear
Technic's
end.
got damage. I don't know.
But could cause some issues. Well, will cause issues.
So I just wanted the safety car rolling start, if anything, because you know they are. If anybody out there knows this sort of half-running joke, you're welcome. I've caused a rolling start, which is clearly the best strategy for restarting a race.
Yes.
Somebody's gonna know that out there. Could always tell the story. So we're in Abu Dhabi for the final race of our season. Bit of a boring end to the season, Abu Dhabi. We didn't want to do it, but we did it. Everybody's game dashboarded between qualifying and the race. So we all had to start a new race, and we all said one-shot qualifying and just everybody reorder where they qualified. You know, just organise it. It's not hard. But one person, I'm not going to name names if you're watching, welcome to AOR GP2, but yeah, decided that a rolling start would be better, so we did the rolling start and it was hilariously awful, so we ended up doing a 50% race instead of the 100 we was meant to do, which I was happy about. It was such a funny race.
I just realised something, by the way. Burnout pitted from third place. Surely you want track position in a situation. Oh, a lot of people's situation. So that's a strange
That's
choice.
a strange one.
Because you're in third place, you've got track position, you're in a good position in the race, so you wouldn't want to pit. But he's done that, and he's could put his race at a bit of risk here. Arctic's now in P5, the zero I've got it covered. I'm having at least one driver in the top 5, but you know, in the top 8 in this case for points. The F1 League are in P6 and P7, so they've got to be pretty happy with that so far. The Chrono Dragon in 8th for BPR out. So King Liam is in 9th. They set Supersoft, so Brandy's in 10th. But I think we're all bunching, or trying to bunch up.
Burnout, where's he gone? He's now in P20. His controller might have disconnected or something. I don't know. Jumbo overtook him, so I don't know if he's got a penalty or anything. No, not by the looks of it. I think Burnout having like a disconnect of a controller or something like that. Jumbo's actually allowed to overtake him. Oh, Adam, what? What? Huh? What are you doing? Why are you P19 now? He's P19 with substantial front wing damage. There we go.
But safety car is in now. Because you see safety car is getting away from Danny. Danny will lead them round for the next time. There we go. For SR. Oh, getting a bit touchy with
SR. Ooh.
Leo bot. So that's interesting. But I think he's going to gun it very
That's
surely.
a new racing league. Oh, he's got that stupid limiter on Danny. He wants to go, but it limits him to 78 miles an hour. Thank you, Cody's. Get
Great
in
banter.
there.
Great feature. Here
Oh,
we go.
he can
They're
go.
gonna go in now, and here we go.
Oh,
And
he's actually got quite a good restart as well.
He's ghosting
Or has
on
he?
my
He's
screen.
still a ghost car. Yeah.
The like Dow was
So
on
Learbot's.
Learbot's coming for him.
Oh,
Learbot's
he
gonna
has
overtake
backed
him.
out,
Yeah.
or-
He has disconnected on my screen. He's gone from this race. So Leobot is now into P1, and now CJ will be 2. Ray will be oh, so
Danny's got if he that he doesn't respawn into. He might have his game because of
X, there's an X right next to his name, and there's a lot of lag in this lobby. And he's
oh,
back,
there we go.
Back. He's back.
Oh, that's
but Andre might want to make. Yeah, Andre's back, and Danny is gone for some Tokyo Drift. I like it.
Oh, there's a Red Bull there. What's going on?
But he's back. He's back in. He's not lost too much. Obviously, he has lost quite a lot. But now that means that AOR are now in first and third. So that's really helped AOR get into some good positions. Arctic now into P4 for CRL, P5 for Wooden for the F1 League, P6 for Danny now, and he's actually getting a bit of battling with Clone Dragon and the James Casey. And now we've got a Ferrari of SF Brandy on the left hand side. Can they make it 3 wide? They're nearly doing it, but James gives them plenty of room. As James is going to get overtaken by Dutch Gimelars out of surprise here. And he goes round the outside here. Trying to go around the outside on this set of soft tyres. And he's going to try and make it stick, but no, he cannot. Doesn't get the traction that he wants. He goes to the inside, goes to the inside. Yeah. But won't make the stick. Pixis will be on his outside though here. And Pixis will be at the inside for the right-hander. Can he make it from stick? He does make it stick. And Pickless is in the P10, but now Lars is coming back at him as Pickless goes very wide. And Glass goes round the outside.
His teammate there as well.
And he goes to move done, but now Pixels back up the inside on again. As contact's been made, and Pixels didn't seem to break enough there, surprisingly. As RC Fly's going to try and get through on Dutch Lars 2, but Lars will have the slipstream from Pixels V2. Fly's going to go up the inside, and he's going to make the move stick. Just about. Burnout is in down there in P16. So as I was saying earlier, track position's hurting him, and as RC Fly is going wheel to wheel with Dutch Lars, and he gets the move done just about. Let's have a look at what Burnout's going on now, and he's off the track, so he's simply just getting, just held up really. Getting at the inside of King Liam, he's going to be careful, and he's tapped the rear. He's managed to keep it together, but that's really hurt him, and as I said earlier, I felt it was a bad decision to
Danny's
pit.
in P11. So Danny, whatever's happened to him, he's fallen back even more, and he's
ghosting.
Lagging a lot.
Lagging. Lagging.
So, you know.
Oh
my!
Mate.
Oh!
He's destroyed RC Fly, and we'll see how it goes down behind. Ow! Burnout's been hit by King Liam as well, so I don't know if he's got damage. Oh my god! He's lagging. He's destroyed.
What? What has just happened?
He's lost his will.
From nothing. it just disintegrated.
Surprise me is in 11th place now.
I've got the bloody sound glitch. Cheers.
It's just a
GG.
meme. It's a meme.
Oh,
that's a surprise. He's now going to try and line up something on Lars now on his set of super tyres.
Where's Arctic Avenger gone? Oh, he's down in P5. He was up to P3 at one stage, and Warden is now ahead of him on the soft tyre. I see Arctic overtaking Andre of P3 while still everything was going on behind.
It's looking pretty handy here on this set of softs. Maybe the softs are working better at this stage than the super soft tyre.
I would say it wasn't P3, so he's made some sort of mistake or been contacted. I'm not sure, but
I think he's been just overtaken. That's what I think.
He's been overtaken by Warden as well, so who knows? Must say, shout out to Warden for getting up to do these races. It's probably like 4, 5, 6 in the morning for him, being Australian.
Now he's in the DRS of Andre, and here he goes to the inside set of soft tyres compared to set of super softs, and he gets the move done pretty much, and done pretty easily actually. Andre doesn't really put much of a fight on there, so but Andre's going to try and cut back on him, get a good exit around the outside of this right-hander. These guys can go wheel to wheel hopefully through the next complex. Andre has the inside, and there's no reason, but he doesn't choose to. Arctic stays behind. Oh, contact's made though, and he has lost the rear end there. And Arctic, or one of them, might have some front wing damage there. I would assume one of them would, because a bit of lag going on there as well. Oh, great banter. I love seeing lag. It's the best thing in the world. So Brandy currently in 6th place. He's quite far back. But he's
I was about to say, Brandy's doing me proud. He's nowhere near anybody, and that's exactly where I'm normally. So thank you, Brandy.
He's doing the
Carrying
right
on
thing,
tradition.
though. That means no trouble if he's on his own.
Yeah, he can have his own race. I mean, he's on them soft
Exactly.
tyres, so he can go deep into this race onto mediums. I mean, the mediums don't really drop off, but
Oh, Surprise has got into 9th, so he's battling with James Casey now, and I think he'll be trying to get past James because he can, because James doesn't run all assists off normally, so he's probably not at his best pace.
Scrub.
Yeah, that's what I called him on a stream before.
Oh, Liam, that's dumb.
He's lost it. Yeah, he's lost it.
Yeah, that wasn't clever.
Now, where's Burnout gone? I mean, he's actually just disappeared, and he's actually.
Oh, Jambo, that was dumb.
I didn't see these
Williams
things.
keep going off.
Oh, Lars up the inside of James Casey. Casey's lost some positions big time, but James is on the outside.
P18.
Yeah, he's on
Just coming through turn 1 on lap 8. Are they all on lap 8? Yeah, they are.
Now Surprise is trying to get past Canal Dragon, and Lars has come from a long way back as well, trying to go on the outside. He doesn't get the move stick, but James is losing a lot of positions. Rate of knots, and I have to say that.
Look at the train from on board Jambo. Look at it. What a sight to behold.
It's brilliant. Actually, brilliant.
Now, of course, Jambo on them fresh, soft tyres because he pitted into the safety car, so I assume he's going to go soft to the end. It makes sense.
And Surprise trying to make a move on Canal now. Up the inside he goes. Can he make this one stick? He's long side. He goes up the inside. We'll have DRS, but Canal hangs it around the outside. DRS now activated right now.
Dutch game of ours as well.
He's running a little bit less drag actually, I believe as well. Surprise is on the outside. Gonna go 3 wide going to turn 1. They go 3 wide, and Lars on the inside, and Surprise tries to back out of it, and he does back out of it. He doesn't want to get anywhere near Lars, I would say, but now Lars on the inside, and Surprise just lets him go. He's like,
no, he's mucked that up.
He really
That
has.
was poor cornering. Oh, and he's tagged Jambo behind as well, and King Liam's got back at 2 Williams of the XRO team are not having the best run. Look, he's behind him as well. All rounders caught up. He's interested
Surprise.
now. He wants to join the scrap.
Goes to the outside now. I'm going to try and cut back, get the best run he can do. He does get a decent exit there now, so DRS will be activated once again. And let's see, and he's already getting a lot of time even before the DRS, so he gets the move done pretty easily. And Surprise is into P7 for the STS, so decent stuff there. As Canal just loses a lot of time down the straight. He's simply looking like a solid guy down that straight.
His teammate just about made that stiff, I think. Gorsh wants a race director. I don't know if there's enough time. Oh, all-rounder. Going to try it on the outside of King Liam. His mediums are going to start to come good to him. I don't believe he stopped, has he? Did he start on them? He did. So he can run very aggressive towards the end of the race. He's not going to have to stop for another... Well, if you could 0 stop, then he probably would. But...
I'm just going to the rest of it then now. So they've got... they can be happy with that.
Yeah.
Does he mean... What I want to know is, does he mean the actual just race order from the race director, or does he want the incidents?
That's why. Just do the race order and what tyres people are on. There's hardly any race incidents. We see it more on stream.
I'm just showing them everything from the list. There you go.
God, there's a lot of corner cutting, track extending penalties already.
You expect that though from USA. It's one of those tracks. It's just a poo track.
I suppose, yeah.
But Leobot's doing a solid job for AOR right now. He set his own race up front, and he was setting purple up times quite consistently. So Leobot's going to be in a good situation. CJ is not far behind for STS, so he could be bringing on a decent challenge here. Definitely.
All-rounders getting past both the XRL 80 members. He's dispatched of King Liam. And Jambo, where's Jambo? He's P13 and a long way back, so he's obviously had an instant. Oh, Liam, man. Sort your life out. Stop doing these things.
As Arctic you can say that got past Andre as well, so Arctic's now in P4, so it's seemingly that tips of tyre is just going off the cliff a little bit now as CJ boxed it in, so he's gone into the pit lane now for his first stop and only stop of the day, you would assume, unless he gets like some sort of front wing damage in traffic. And here he comes. That's medium tyres for him to the end, so
Yep.
should be easy for him. 17 laps on that set. But right now,
Price has gone ahead of him on track.
Still very quiet.
Where's he
going to
come out? He's going to come out just behind King Liam, who, well, after the incidents he's been having, just not being aware of where his car is in relation to other people. I'd be careful, CJ. I would be careful. Liam taking an unorthodox line through the first set. That was bloody hard to say. Yeah, Arctic's still. In fact, he's not even still behind Andre. He's dispatched of him quite quickly. So I think Andre's really dropped off because you can see Brandy's closing up, and now Arctic's been released. He's caught back up to Warden in the battle for P2.
Yep. Very good job, these two. Definitely, probably a couple of the standout performances in this race. I mean, Warden definitely got very quick, but they've had a bit of bad luck in their races, previous races, so well, this season in general. So this is going to be good for them, definitely.
Yeah, it's good to see him have a good result as well, because you know we've seen Arctic and everybody else around him have good results this season. We're not really seeing Warden up there too many times, so it is good to see him PT. Leopold hits from the lead. So these soft tyre runners will continue for a little bit. I think Andre's pulled into the pits as well. I wonder if he's going to get holed up a little.
He might do. He just shouted no. I think
If
it'll be
it
alright.
is, no, this game's coded to be very weird. Look, they're just not working his car for a couple of seconds.
Wow. And you wouldn't see that in real life, really. I mean, it's a lot
No. I mean, he's going to come out...
Oh, Leobot gets in front of James on the exit. So Leobot managed to just about get ahead of James. And that was good for him, because then that means that he's not going to be in as much traffic. And he's not going to be in too much traffic. But what it does mean is that his mediums, well, the soft runners will be having older mediums by the end of the race. So they'll be at a disadvantage. But right now they get the undercut on the soft runners.
Yeah. And look who's just behind him as well, CJ, and, well, the battle for the net lead. And if these soft tyre runners have got good performance still in their tyres, which they should do, they shouldn't have been going off. If they can run quicker than these two, then they could do an overcut, and as you say, have fresher mediums towards the end. So it'd be very interesting to see how these two dispatch off the traffic, starting with King Liam and P7. And nice slipstream.
Just another thing to point out as well, if it does end if it ends in the right situation, STS will be the champions of ULC. I mean, they're pretty much closing on it, because obviously last time out, Finn won it won the championship, the Tier 1 championship, the Drivers' Championship side. So if STS finish well here, they'll be completely ULC champions, so there'll be no fighting back for AOR or anything like that. Obviously, AOR has had quite a lot of bad luck in both tiers this season, so and maybe even SRL. But now Leopold pits again, so has he got a drive-through penalty here?
Ooh,
and this definitely would mean that SCS have pretty much got this in the bag now, and it is looking like to be a drive-through penalty.
Yeah, he did. He did. I've just checked the race director, drive-through for Leopold. So, that's. Well, I don't really know what to say about that, really.
Man,
he's going to be kicking himself.
That's definitely
absolutely kicking himself.
That's going to really hand the lead to CJ here, and if STS win the race and they get another point finish with Surprise, that'll definitely wrap up the championship for them, for ULC. So, and they have been dominant all season, really. I can't really fault them, but Arctic now is battling for the race lead. Well, probably for third place in this situation, or even second actually now, because of Leobot's drive-through. And they're battling away on their soft tyres. They're yet to pit, of course. But they'll have fresher mediums for the end. So watch out for them, definitely. So Brandy doing well in third place. Probably be around 6th place by the time it all settle down. But Surprise is catching up, so I think you do expect Surprise to be well in the top 5 probably by the end of this race. I would assume around in 5th. And Lars in 6th, King Liam in 7th, and 8th for CJ right now, who's getting held up substantially in the traffic now, the leader, and Liam's lagging like an absolute dipstick, and nearly caught CJ out, so we'll see what CJ does here. He'll probably approach with caution a little bit. But he has been held quite a lot in traffic, so this might help the soft runners here, to make sure they're in front, but looking around, I mean, I don't know how many laps softs can actually do around here, but surely they'll be really off. That front left of Warden does seem to be quite off. So, very soon.
They normally can go about half the race in a normal condition, so yeah, the times aren't too bad for the soft tyre runners. I mean, I'm not sure what CJ has been able to do with mediums. He's not even that much. He's not even quicker. If he is, you know, it's fractionally quicker. Berline with just a very simple comment of Leo Bottle. Yeah. That's all we can say about that. And interestingly, he's come out one place behind his teammate of Andre. So, yeah. Slipstream glitch and the battle for P6. Lovely.
Definitely.
Oh, go on,
Liam,
Liam. That's aggressive. I think he's just being frustrated with the slipstream for too long. It was.
Oh, Liam.
It was fair. I was going to give it all.
Thing.
Yeah.
Oh, he's lost the bit.
Gust of wind. There's a gust of wind there.
Nico Rosberg.
Yeah, these two getting very touchy, feely with each other. King Liam goes for it again on the inside. This is more like watching British touring cars than actual F1 racing. CJ's got to be very careful where he goes for it on the inside of Dutch Gamer, and well, with the lack of grip these two are now going to experience, you can't imagine Liam's going to be holding up for too long.
Oh, it's so close between them. Oh my god. Liam is on the inside, CJ around the outside. We'll get the better exit though, better run up the inside here, and it's going to be wheel to wheel going into the S's. Who's going to yield first? The CJ will. He's like, no way, Jose. CJ's got to try and set himself up here. He really has. He's losing time. And as more he loses time, the more that it's likely for someone like Warden or Arctic to win this race and lead it. But he should be alright. He'll have the exit now.
Surprise is right on the back of Brandy for P3. So Brandy, who's been running all by himself for a long time, has now got the company of Surprise. And Surprise might go for it on the inside there at the end of the DRS straight. Brandy leaves the door open, and no, he out-tractions him. So they're both on the soft tyres, so they're both coming to the end of their respective seats. I wonder if anybody's going to hold on long enough on these soft tyres to run super softs to the end. If they can get to lap 18, which, you know, isn't too far, they can run super softs, and of course they're going to be a lot quicker than the mediums. I don't know if it's worth it, but it's something to consider. CJ's got past King Liam anyway.
Oh, I think Brandy tried to go into the pits there, and it's like an AI mistake. It's Brandy tried to go into the pit lane, and Surprise was already alongside. So as Orlando goes the fastest lap of the race, he's actually in 4th place now, and it says super soft tyres. And I don't think he's pitted yet, has he? So look at Orlando.
All-rounder?
Yeah, he hasn't pitted yet, and he's in the fastest lap of the race. See?
Yeah.
My screen's on set super soft.
He's on. What a game! I'm watching him on mediums.
And he hasn't
started
pitted
on
yet.
mediums. You know, yeah, well, yeah. He's done very well on super softs if they are supers.
On my screen, it's super soft, and he's got loads of penalties. He's got well, he's got 1 penalty, and lots of warnings. But yeah, all you
They
say
did
that
this
he's
to Jork last week in the Tier 1 race I was watching, and apparently he did the first 12 laps on super softs when he did them on mediums. So
we'll call them slicks. I think he did 12 laps on slicks. There you go.
yeah. We go.
Don't know what compound was slicks, but slicks. But Arctic actually lost a rear end earlier.
Oh my god, Liam! That's just.
And Warden bows out, so Warden's in the pits now. And we'll see how he comes out relative to people around him. He needs to be.
I think these two are going to be exchanging messages after. Andre's catching up to this, we're going to call it battling duo. And if he's been watching these two, he's going to be scared.
But here comes Warden, 4th place currently. Does he get in front of CJ? And CJ's there, and it's going to be close between the two of them. Is Warden going to be in front going to turn 1? You'll have track position,
Warden's
and
on
there
supers.
you go. And yeah, he's on super soft, and there you go. He's actually in front of CJ, so that's really hurt CJ there. And that's because of traffic. The traffic's really hurt CJ there, and now Warden is in the lead, and Warden will have the superior tyres, and he'll be able to get to the end. That's super soft actually. I thought the medium was the tyre that he had to go on, but seemingly obviously he started on the soft.
Safety car has sort of extrapolated the soft tyre stint, and well, Arctic Avenger, who's been, I would say, slightly quicker than Warden, but being able to stick behind him, he's now going to be undercut massively from Warden. There's no way he's going to come out ahead of him, and CJ might have Arctic behind him as well, so very interesting. Where's King Liam gone? He's now P11, grassing his tyres, nowhere near any battle. I wonder what's happened there.
I'll tell you something, surprisingly will be quite near the top 5 actually now because of his extended soft stint. Obviously he's going to be in the same situation as the Arctic Avenger here. So I'm guessing they're going to both pit in, surely. I mean, a wise thing to do. It's Fries does not pit, so we say that for another lap. But yeah, fresh to super softs for the end of the race. That one might play back into the advantage. Obviously, the super softs will wear out quite quickly. But let's have a look at where Arctic Avenger is. There he is.
Warden's going to come past him. He's in. He's 3 now, so that's the undercut. Oh my god, that is a 1-lap undercut he got. And there's CJ.
At the inside, and he's going to.
CJ.
And
yeah,
done.
He's got ahead of him.
He's okay. That's what he needs to do there, because if he was behind, then that's definitely the race lost, pretty much, I'd say. As the CJ is really struggling on those mediums, just the understeer.
Takes 3 seconds behind Warden, so I think he should be able to catch up. Remember, All-Rounder's going to have decent pace though in his mediums, because he's going to want to pit soon. He doesn't want to leave it too late, but Dutch Gamer Lars is now bound into P8. He's been passed by the pair of Brandy and Andre, who have both already stopped. Is Dutch Gamer Lars still out there on his softs? Yeah, that's a strange one.
You know what I find very strange? How is Andre so far back? AOR were heroes and now they're zeros.
Andre had really poor pace with his super softs after the safety car. He just, after a few laps after the safety car, he just dropped back like a stone near enough. So, and then I assume he's been caught up in traffic for a lot of this stint. So, well, it shows because his teammate Aaliyah, but I know he'd been out in front, but considering he had a drive-through and he's only 2 places behind, shows how much Andre's been holed up, if not how quick Leobot's been. But they've got Brandy in front of them. Has anybody pitted? All-rounders pitted onto a set of super soft, so he's probably on mediums on your screen actually. And there's a McLaren just behind him, a surprise as well. So
both pitted, and let's see if they come up.
All-rounders got ahead of surprise. All-rounder was behind him before the stops, and look at this. All-rounder getting ahead of him. He's got 2 cars in between him and surprise. That's massive.
It is, that's definitely, and that's going to hurt Surprise big time. He's going to make do with just trying to get past this traffic now ahead of him, but he's got 9 laps to go on that super soft, so you do think that All-Rounder and Surprise will be coming through the field, as Andre is pretty much a wall at this face with Surprise. Surprise was very wide there, as Leopold's right there as well. So, and
VSC, virtual safety car, King Liam's car's retired on track. So that's going to help the top 2 actually quite a lot, because All-Rounder was about to, go charging on his very fresh super softs, and it's going to allow these 2 to save a bit of life. CJ,
Yeah.
well, he's not for anybody charging. He's going to be in P3. He's not going to be catching the cars in front, and the cars behind him are going to be catching, I should think, quite quick. Yeah, that's just
Right now,
very unfortunate for Surprise, that is.
that is definitely. But they'll be going once again any moments now. But now they go. Oh, Archie got really caught out by that. He lost the rear end there on the penultimate corner. He goes into the last corner now as we head around for lap 20. As Warden's looking very good for this race win, but it's not over yet.
I don't know how much time he lost. Well, I don't know how bad his oversteer was, but he lost 1.6 seconds to Warden there, so in that last sector.
Warden might have gunned it quite early.
Yeah, or had a different BSC Delta, because we know this game does that. Well done.
Yes. Great game.
Race director plus incidents. Not this second, because Surprise is.
Who's saying that?
Midget is.
Midget, okay. I like Midget. He gets what he wants. I'll give it to Midget, but I won't give it to Gorge Crab. Next time I see it from Gorge, I won't give it to him. Sorry, Gorge.
After front three got to pit, nope, Surprise on the outside of Andre there for the S's, and it turned to the inside for the left-hander to start of sector 2. So it's dispatched of one of the medium runners in front of him. He's got Brandy as well. I don't know if DRS is enabled straight away. I'll look at the grip he's got. It is enabled.
Yeah. And to answer your question, Gorge, the top three do not have to pit now. They've all pitted, so CJ might consider it, but I doubt it very much. Just losing a lot of time. As Fryers gets into P5, and Brandy tried to hold it around the outside, but couldn't. So Fryers now into P5 for the race. A pretty decent job there. All-rounder X now in 4th place, and CJ in 3rd. So I'm going to go through the race right now. So Warden's leading this race, Arctic Avenger in 2nd, CJ in 3rd, 4th for all-rounder, X 5th for Surprise Miss. So STS are looking pretty good for the complete ULC championship here. 6th for Nessa Fandy, 7th for Andre PCF 1997, Lobot in 8th, so AOR were heroes, now they're completely zeros. They're getting the last points of this race. 9th for James Casey and 10th for Canal Dragon. 11th for Chicken Malars. 12th for X Jumbo X. 13th for Victor's V2. 14th for Brex Knight 1. 15th for RC Fly. And then add and the rest of them are retirees. If you're going to race incidents right now. So had Surprise having an incident with JMK's Legend on lap 1. Gus and Zinka had a collision with All-Rounder X. Got some track limits here and corner cutting. Track limits, multiple warnings. Victor's V2 had a multiple warnings penalty. Lots of exceeding track limits. DNF, warning. 3-second penalty for Victor's V2. 3-second penalty for King Leader 25. 3-second for the X Jumbo X. 3-second for Surprise Mare. 3-second for Chicken Malars. 3-second for All-Rounder X. 3-second for Canal Dragon. 3-second for King Leader 25. 3-second for Piglets V2, 3-second for RC Fly 301, drive through for Learbot, we saw that earlier, 3-second for Chicken Malars, 3-second for King Liam, 3-second for Piglets V2, 3-second for RC Fly 301, 3-second for Rex Knight 1, 3 seconds for Burner F1, 3 seconds for All-Rounder X, 3 seconds for All-Rounder X, 3 seconds for King Dragon, 3 seconds for King Liam 25, 3 seconds for Piglets V2, 3 seconds for King Leon 25, 3 seconds for Arctic Avenger, 3 seconds for Jake Jumbo X, and 3 seconds for Andre BCF BFCF 1997, 3 seconds for Kicks Night 1, 3 seconds for King Liam, in there for Liam, and there you go, 3 seconds for RC5.
And Breathe.
So, there you go.
Breathe.
I should be given a medal for that, as all-rounder goes the fastest off the race.
I don't know if that was needed, all of that, but what is interesting is Arctic does actually have a 3-second penalty, and as of now Warden does not. So that battle for the lead, which has come down to under 2 seconds, you know, Arctic's got to pass him and then gain by 3 seconds. All-rounder's got more than enough penalties to rule him out of this one, and where he's got past CJ for P3, which probably was very easy, but CJ's only got 1 warning from what I've seen. I don't know about Surprise as well for penalties, but I'll have a look. Can't remember what he got. No,
But
he's
Arctic is
got.
definitely hunting down
He only got the one.
big time. And the reason why, I think he knows. He doesn't obviously know how many penalties Warden's got, but he knows really with his penalty, he does sort of need to get in front of Warden and stretch the gap out as quick as possible. Probably in the next couple of laps, because he knows he's probably faster at this point. He's been faster pretty much the whole race, but Warden's been a bit more. So
Yeah. Card track actually glitch. I think being active for a lot of this. We've not really talked about it, but nice game.
more for the gap. And all around the Rex is not out of this either. I mean, he's not far behind, so he's doing a solid job too. He's pretty much last on the grid, so a very good job.
Yeah.
But CJ's really been hurt, hasn't he? Really, I mean, he's in these medium tyres, and wind was on, but it's all over in terms of podium, I'd say. However, all-rounder has got penalties as well, so he might not be out of it. So Fry's in 5th, and he's coming back through the field, so still 4th and 5th on for the STS boys, and that should still be the championship.
Yeah, by the way, expect a cookie from Midget within 6 to 8 weeks. That's a long time to send a cookie. I think it might have melted or crumbled by then, but
You can send it by boat because it'll take a long time by boat. I mean, that's key, Midget, mate. Can you also send me some what is it called? Mountain Dew. That'd be great.
there you go. Rather than a cookie.
Yeah. Then it won't melt, and I can drink something this fizzy. But now, Arctic's right there within a second of Warden, so he might want to get a crack on very shortly. Warden did pit first as well, remember, so his tyres are going to be older.
By 1 lap, which I'm not sure how much of a difference it's going to make, so... Really not sure. Warden's still not got that 3rd warning, so... I'm not sure how many all-rounders got, because he's been closing up on these top 2, but...
It's not enough really to win this race, really, I'd say. He's got those penalties, and that's going to, he's quite far behind as well.
He's got 11 warnings as all-rounders, so 1 more from a 4th penalty.
Look how much Arctic is closed up. He's really been on it, and he's coming through to set himself up for this DRS straight. Whether or not he's going to have the situation glitch or not, we do not know as of this point. It obviously has been going on in this race, so here we go. DRS will be activated. Yeah.
Be able to tell if it's active though for the battle for the lead.
He's closing now slightly, so I think it's okay.
I can't really tell from that.
Oh, Warden's lost the rear end there, and the gap's down to... Oh, it's up now, the 9 tenths. But no, he didn't close anything.
Yeah, Maestro certainly has penalties at the front. Warden does not. Arctic has 1. All-rounder is a fair few. CJ I don't believe has 1. Surprise has 1. So Surprise and Arctic have 1, and all-rounder I think there's like 3 or 4. So yeah.
DRS now activated once again, and it's gone up a little bit, so Warden having a better lap that lap around. I'll go down the order. It's a surprise, he's battling with CJ. CJ just might let him just go here, there's no point. There you go. They are quite far ahead of the next cars, so, not really a point. Brandy all alone in 6th place. Leobot has been catching him though, so Leobot is coming quickly. As Andre is in a very lonely 8th place right now. It's very big gaps. James is now in 9th, 10th upon Dragon. Quite far behind, obviously these 2 won't score points. Same with Lars, they're just fighting it out for good position really. But a lot of them are sort of just out of this race. As, oh look at that, Pickless and Rex Knight are fighting away. But Rex Knight backs way out of it, as Rex Knight's going to try and undercut on him.
Yeah, they're behind a couple of ghost cars as well, so that's a measure of how bad their respective races have gone. They're behind Adam, who lagged out a while ago.
And he's closing enough. Here we go to the inside. There's Rex Knight. Gonna get the move up the inside. He will get the move at the inside. As Rex Knight just goes out. Switch back. So nice move there. But just going through the field once again. How's Leobot going with Brandy? He's very close behind, so I do feel a sense of move anytime, any moment now. As Leobot looked close, and he was close. He hits the rear end on our screens. He didn't, but there you go. But now Arctic's right there with Warden, and it's 6/10 the gap, so he's closed it in. But it does look like he's not gaining in the DRS. So I think Warden might have this race under control. But it's not over yet for the Sarah bunch. But I don't know if he's not going to be able to stretch out 3 seconds, surely, if he gets in front of Warden. It looks like Warden's got enough pace to stay within 3 seconds, so...
Yeah, all-rounders caught up to them. I don't know if he's going to be involved in this battle, but if these two... He will actually go side by side with it, he will catch up. He might just be interested in having a bit of a fight. I know he knows in his head that he's going to lose a lot of track position after this race, but he can still make a race of it if he wants to and interfere with the battle for the lead. I'm not sure what his thought process will be, but he may as well have a go. He's got nothing to lose.
DRS now activated once again for Arctic Avenger in this extreme as well, but he's not gaining anything down the straight pretty much, just getting a little bit towards the end of it, but there you go, that is the switching glitch seemingly. But he's getting through the corners enough where you see Arctic a bit more confident than Warden at this point in the race, as they are preparing to go into their penultimate laps. But looking down the field, it's all very quiet really. There's nothing going on apart from Leobot and Brandy. That might formulate anytime soon. I hope so.
And Brandy's defensive driving, I think, has been there again this race, because he's always had cars behind him, really. He's never really challenged anybody in front of him, but he's always had cars behind him. What a fun race.
Look at that, Arctic's right there with Warden now, and you can see visually it's just not going to be enough. Has Warden, since he got another warning, or is he not? All-rounder got another All-rounder's definitely out of this race. He's got loads of warnings.
He's only one away from a 5th penalty, so
yeah, he's out of this race completely. But that Warden's a superb job right now. Oh, lag's going on though, definitely.
I remember all-rounder pitted, I think, a lap after Arctic, and Arctic pitted a lap after Warden, so there's going to be decent tyre advantage for all-rounders. Tyres are about 10% better than Warden's, if probably about that.
I mean, definitely, he could get involved in it. He could get involved in this. It won't matter. He's right behind his Arctic Avenger now, so you might want to try something if he's struggling with the front on the speed of that Mercedes. Or the switching glitch in general.
Yeah, all-rounders definitely going to drop down to P5. Well, but no more than that after this race. P6 is way too far behind, but yeah, we've got a last lap battle for the lead. Oh!
Warden loses it slightly there, and all-rounder might want to be careful here, but here we go. DRS activated now for the final time on this straight, and here comes Arctic Avenger going to pull to the inside there. He will get the move done, and all-rounder's going to be on the inside as well, and Arctic will have to cover him off, and touch all-rounder's gone round, and he's gone into the barrier. Has he retired, or has he lost?
I don't know, but that wasn't smart by all-rounder today. Completely cut the airpin anyway, and just...
Arctic will need to bolt, but it's not going to be enough to win this race, surely.
CJ's going to get him P4 on track, because, well, all-rounder's got too much damage. He's going to let CJ go. I don't know if he's going to be furious or not, but he's going to lose positions to Brandy, Leobot, Andre. If he's not careful, Casey might have a go at him, and Casey might still get a point.
James might, he might be able to, yeah. But look at that, STS going to be in 3rd and 4th, and that'll be enough to win the Constructors' Champion. the STS Championship for ULC. I call it the STS one because it has been
Oh
them
no,
all along.
Warden! He got a
He's got a penalty.
Slap. No.
Arctic Avenger is going to win this race then, if that clears him
Well,
off.
Arctic's
Warden's
only
got a
one away
penalty.
from a penalty, so
he's
all he's
gotta
got
be
to do is
careful
keep
in
it
this
clean in
last
this last
sector.
sector, but
It's going to be clean as hell. Just drive it to the end. And Arctic Avenger is going to win the change of events in this last sector. He's been clean. I can see he's been clean. Last corner now. He needs to make sure he doesn't cut it. He's done it quite well. And Arctic Avenger is going to win the US Grand Prix ahead of Warden in the P2. And CRL win a race in ULC. GG to CRL. Finally, they get one on the board from Arctic Avenger, and fantastic job from him. Warden, big mistake at the end there, and he should have
on that 27 when he was defending. So
there you go.
Oh, he's going to get a surprise, drops down to P4, finishes P3 on track. CJ's going to claim a. I don't know if he's going to be happy
James
at P3.
Got a point. Hey.
Did he actually get it?
He got it. 8th place.
Yeah. I thought he might. It was about 16 behind all-rounders, so an all-rounder had a lot of damage. And he did get a penalty in that last lap, so I don't know if he got it within 3 seconds. And you got to feel for Warden. You have to feel for him.
You have to, yeah. But he made that mistake, and that's cost him the race, and that's unlucky. That's racing, isn't it? You know, you get punished for the silliest of things sometimes, and that's that. You know, it's Cyril managed to make do with it. Arctic was faster, really. If you look at it, all race over the course of the race, he was faster.
Rex Knight didn't get Adam's ghost car on the line.
Oh,
damn!
There you go. That is the official confirmation. The Arctic Avenger for CRL has won the US Grand Prix for Tier 2 of ULC. Brilliant job from him. Warden in second place for the F1 League. Them two definitely are my stand-up performances today. They've done a superb job. Warden from P11 on the grid and Arctic from P9 on the grid. CJ in P3 and Friesman in P4, meaning that STS will wrap up the ULC Championship overall. So GG to them. It has been a very dominant effect. Andre in P5, 6th for X Brandy, 7th for Leo Bor, 8th for Casey Legend, who gets the final point, 9th for Rounder X, and 10th for Clone Dragon, 11th for X Jumbo X, and that is the rest of your order. So that is it. That has been a very decent race, I would say. A bit boring at the start, obviously, with the safety car, and qualifying was a bit poo.
Yeah, all-rounder gets disqualified, doesn't he?
Yes.
For getting 12 or more seconds, so it didn't even matter that he got his 5th penalty. I know Casey could have the satisfaction of finishing 8th anyway, but I forgot about that.
Yeah.
And I'm now actually quite scared that I'm going to get disqualified from the Tier 1 race.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
But there you go, that was that race, boys. I hope you guys enjoyed that. It was pretty good towards the end, a bit tense with